Okay, now let's try this again. Sorry, had a little technical hiccup. Really not made for live streaming, but doing it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's get started. Hi, Magda. Hi, Magda. Good, yeah, please say hi if you're tuning in. Right, hey, Alessandro. How are you doing? Cool, yeah. Nice, yeah, seen lots of high quality contributions from both of you. Really good to have you both here. How's life? Everything's good, thanks. How about you? I just came back this week, back to the real world. I first had a work trip, which was a bit too much fun. And now, yeah, then I had a little holiday, went to visit my parents and family. And now, yeah, back to the real world. Hi, Liam. Cool, yeah, nice. Full house of regular contributors. Let's see if anyone else joins. I was just making a PR earlier to PyArrow to try to get Narwhals added to the package list. Looks like CI is greenish. There's just one CI run that's pending. Yeah, let's hope we can get this to work. Good, thanks. How about you? Everything good, thanks. I presume you're Italian. I was just, yeah, in Italy, Torino, visiting friends and family just after a work trip. Okay, got quite a few things to get through. So, oh well, got some new PRs. Oh wait, sorry, this isn't the Narwhals repo. Sorry, that's why that's why nothing looked familiar. So if we look at Narwhals, all right, dt.timestamp. This was a high priority issue because Plotly needs it. So we absolutely need to take a look at that. Then we've got nice PyArrow example doc strings. That's a good one. Performance, moving this out of a loop is into series, median. Wow, quite a few nice ones. Constructors. So some of these sound like they might be a bit low effort to review. So maybe let's give those a start, and then we can move on to the others. Perf, this seems potentially nice. Okay, right. So this is quite a small, self-contained performance improvement. Looks like everything's green, so let's start with this one and then move on to the trickier ones. So what we're doing at the moment is we've got this outer function, and then in the inner function, we're repeatedly calling maybe evaluate extra inside of a loop, and that is wasteful. Yeah, it doesn't depend on column, which is what's being iterated over. Yeah, so this is really wasteful. Why did I do that? Because I'm not a very good programmer. But fortunately, Francesco is, so he's drastically improved this. And we can use his. Awesome, nice. So we're taking this one out, and we're taking quags out. So this is just a dictionary. Yeah, it looks the same, nice. And then out is just the same as before, but we're using a... Nice, now this is really cool. Doing a list comprehension, which now actually depends on column. For column in that one, if returns scalar. Where's the returns scalar? Okay, so if it returns scalar, we need to create series from scalar, and otherwise we just do the get at part. Nice, really nice change. Cool, awesome stuff. Let's approve this and get it in. Awesome. Thanks, Francesco. Bella. Ship it. Squash and merge. Okay, let's see how much else we can get done today. Got not as much time for Narwhals as I'd like, so yeah, when I do have time, I'm really trying to make the most out of it. Okay, Francesco's already reviewed this. And okay, nice. Yeah. We need First, I'm slightly confused. Because doesn't the Narwhals series already have this Narwhals series attribute? Let's check this. Let's go to VS Code and let's see if my live streaming abilities are improving to the point when I can finally manage to switch window and not forget about it. So let's see if this actually closes Firefox. And let's go to VS Code. All right, let's do this. So import narwhals as NW. Let's say import polars as PL. Then from native pl.series 123. Let's say series only. And then here we've got narwhals series. So, it's got no attribute narwhals. But it's, oh, do we have two frame? Yeah, we do. Does this one have narwhals data frame? No, it doesn't. So what do we do in... Okay, sorry, let's make this a little bit bigger, or it's going to be impossible for people to see. What do we do in from native? Let's take a look. From native. So def from native. Oh gosh, we've got too many overloads. So here's the real one. So extensions, if the native object has, okay, right, if the native object has got Narwhals data frame, then we do that. Okay, yeah, this looks, yes, you're right. Thanks. Nice one, Liam. Yeah, you're right. It's the compliant object that needs to have Narwhals data frame, not the object itself. And I think that makes sense. I think we've got this early return here. I think it makes, I think that makes sense. If these were attached to the Narwhals data frame or lazy frame or series, we wouldn't need to do this early return. And maybe this is fine. Okay, let's see if we can get Firefox back. And however, So, no, I think kind of feel like what we should be doing is just checking whether the object SER has got an attribute Narwhals series. Because in this case, what we're doing is we're checking whether this is something which can be converted to a Narwhals series, rather than whether it is a Narwhals series. I mean, we want both. So I think we want both. So I think we want both. So something like if is instance series or has attribute Narwhals series or is polar series, etc. So we're trying to find objects which, if we pass them to from native with allow series equals true or series only equals true, then they will successfully get converted to a Narwhals series. And in from native, these are the kinds of things we check for. Actually, not the kinds of things we check for. These are the things we check for. Cool, nice one. Yeah, other than that, it looked like it was good. Ah, yeah, okay, there's this chore. It's probably good to get the chore out of the way so we don't have too many merge conflicts. All right, here we can just remove these two unused variables. Nice. Then here we are parameterizing over different eager constructors. PyArrow can't add strings, as we learned when building concat string. Okay, yeah, that's true. And probably good to keep this one as it is. Yeah, let's not mess with an old test. Yeah, I think this is good. Cool. Let's approve. Ooh, what new GIF are we getting this time? I'm curious. Let's see. So the script to give people random GIFs is here. There's a few new ones I've added, so I really don't know what we're going to be giving Francesco for this one. Let's see. Nice one. Thanks. Whoops, too many exclamation marks. Okay, let's submit this, then let's get to the high priority dt.timestamp one. Ah, nice one. Squash and merge. Cool, and did that. Gosh, 30 minutes to build packages for PyArrow. Takes forever. New GIFs, nice, yes! Got some new ones. Gonna have to contribute to find out which ones. Got some nice docs. This is probably also quite quick. Wait, what? 575 lines modified. Oh, wow! No way, he's really gone all in on this. Ah, this is amazing. Okay. We'll get to this one a little bit later. First, let's check out this dt.timestamp. That's a great motivation to stay up all night contributing. Yes, I agree, Magdalena. Cool. What else is happening? Okay, then. So motivation for this one is because in the Plotly PR, I saw that Francesco was having to start with the date time and then cast it to int64. And I feel like that's an implementation detail, that a date time is backed by an int64. And I don't think this is what users should be doing. I would rather users just use the API, like use .dt.timestamp, and then get out the number of milliseconds or microseconds or nanoseconds since the Unix epoch. But dealing with the physical representation, that's something that we should be dealing with inside of Narwhals. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, drive by putting this in alphabetical order. Lots of love for that. Nice. Same for series. Nice. So, okay, the default is US. Yeah, legit. Let's take a look at series. Oof, okay. Gonna take some focus. So if it's a date time, we cast it to int64, and then if it's unit, this is kind of a nice place where the match statement would be nice. Like Python match case, what's this one? Oh, it's 3.10. Okay, so it's going to be a while. It's going to be another year before we can use this. But in Python 3.10, you see they do this structural pattern matching where you can do like match subject and then case pattern 1, action 1, case pattern 2, action 2, and so on. So that would be really nice here. We could just do like match unit and then case NS, case US. So the first thing that comes to mind is that we're repeatedly doing this comparison of time unit and a string. Like we could just make this else if and then else if. Okay, but that's quite minor. We can deal with that later. So if it's in nanoseconds and the user asks for nanoseconds, keep it as it is. If the user asked for microseconds, we just divide by 1,000. Yeah, seems totally legit. Yeah, the one thing that comes to mind is what happens when we've got negative numbers. We'll have to check that. All right, nice. And then if it's date, we cast by int32 and then multiply by the number of seconds in a day, presumably. So let's try that. 60 times 24. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, input should be date or date time. Looks good. Then, yeah, okay, cool. Lots of love for this. Really like it. Yeah, and unit can be S for PyArrow as well. So we need that. Okay, this looks good. The only thing is maybe to use else if instead of repeatedly doing if, but this is really minor. Okay, then in Dask, yeah, we need to check if it's a PyArrow type. We need to find a mask. Then if it's a date, do we need to do this as type? Oh, int32, yes, we need to do int32, yes. Times the number of seconds in a day. And then Once, wait, what's time unit here though? Oh, right, time unit is the target time unit. Calculate timestamp date. Okay. Okay, this is a separate function we've got. Gonna take a look at that in a second. And then, nice, if it's date time, we cast to Win64, taking care to preserve the PyArrow backend, and otherwise raise. Okay, this looks really good. We'll just have to check this calculate timestamp date, and that comes from pandas like. So we'll take a look at that when we review the pandas like part. But I like this. Nice. Let's mark it as viewed. Pandas like extra, yeah, this is just boilerplate. Then in the series one, this is identical to the Dask one, but we're doing result mask NA equals none. Yeah. Whereas in Dask, we were doing result.where not mask NA. Okay, nice. I'm not really sure if one is better than the other. Maybe we could just use where here as well. Just keep it consistent, I guess. I don't think it makes a difference. This is probably fine. But okay, yeah. Now here comes. Nice. Okay, I like this. Just abstracting the complicated part out into a separate utils function. So if it's date, yeah, we're just doing the multiplying. And if it's the date time, same thing, but we might have to do a floor division. Looks good. And in, okay, yeah, in Arrow, we need to do this separately because in Arrow, we need to use pc.divide, pc.multiply. Arrow doesn't let us just multiply the chunk array directly. Nice, looks good. Timestamp. I'm not sure if the docs build like this. I'll have to try building the docs and seeing. Oh, nice. Oh, okay, this is cool. So, well, so like this, the Polars one will have date, and the Pandas one will have date time, and the PyArrow one will presumably have date. And despite that, we should get consistent results. Nice. Yeah, looks good. It's a little. No, it's fine. I'm thinking, I don't know how easy it is on the eye to see like plus 11, E plus 14. Is there like a pandas config option to display it fully? So that might be, yeah, that might be good to use. PyArrow, time unit, all good. Okay, looks really nice. Okay, gonna take a little break, but this is really cool. I was hoping we could ship this feature so that we can then update the Plotly PR with it. And it looks like we can do that quite soon. Yeah, I feel like checking what's going on here with iodide. Looks like the SCI is still running. Let's see if the SCI can finish by the end of the stream. Hope so. This is why it's good to have a short CI. Get quick feedback. All right, I'll be back in 5. All right, let's get back to this. And oh, hello there. Welcome to the stream. Nice one. Let's do this. So yeah, reviewing some stuff, reviewing this add dt.timestamp. Now, I was thinking for a second that maybe I could just fix up a couple of things and then make a release, but one, it's now the afternoon where I live, and I think it's good to stick to the morning releases only policy. And two, I'm actually going out this evening. Yeah, I know, amazing, going out. Don't believe it. So I wouldn't be around to fix it, to fix anything if something did go wrong. So yeah, I'll just leave a review and we can ship this tomorrow. Okay then. If you take requests today, Brittany or Backstreet Boys would make my day. Or if you feel like maybe some jazz improv. Okay. Oh, my guitar's actually in the other room because I went out. Yeah, I was playing the guitar in the Irish pub. So yeah, sure. When I take the next break, I'll get the guitar, put it back into this room, and then we can play a bit of Backstreet Boys and Britney and jazz improv. By the way, I should show you the pictures of the work retreat we did in Italy. There was like two people playing a guitar at the same time. There was yeah, people singing together. It was really quite a lot of fun. So anyway, so for all of these, it would be marginally more efficient to use. What's the syntax in Python anyway? Is it elif? Elif. Sorry, how can I not remember this? Elif. Else we're repeatedly comparing. Yeah, repeatedly doing the same comparison, doing similar comparisons. So time unit, we're already validating that time unit has to be one of those, right? I think. In expr, yeah, okay, we're already validating time unit in expr. We're already validating time unit in Narwhals expr. So this could just be it could just be if, elif, else. Yeah, the reason is just like, because if we write it like this, then if time unit is equal to ns, then it's going to skip these other two branches. Whereas written like this, even if it's ns, then it still needs to do this comparison and still needs to do this comparison. Granted, we're probably talking about microseconds here, nanoseconds even. So maybe, but still. I also think it just looks, I don't know, in terms of maintainability, it just looks a bit nicer if we don't have if. Okay, yeah, same here. Yeah, okay, same with these ifs. Okay, nice one. Yeah, I like the example here. Yeah, this is probably good. We can mark it as viewed. The example here is pretty much the same, right? Same kind of thing. Yeah, this is good. All right. Properly testing everything here. Yeah, the only thing I wonder about, though, is negative. Yeah, that's the only thing that came to my mind earlier. What about negative dates? Let's give this a go. So let's go to VS Code now. Made this mistake a million times. So this time, I think I'm managing to hide Firefox and actually just open VS Code. So git fetch negative negative dates. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. So add dt timestamp. So what I mean is, let's import date as well. Whoops. So if we have something like, you're doing really great, serious streaming skills. I don't know, getting there. Getting there. Got a long way to go. And I'm still pleasantly surprised by how patient you all are. So now, if we've got something like this, like the 1st of January 2020, which is my favorite date because it's easy to type, and we do dt to timestamp, then we get the number of nanoseconds since the Unix epoch. And you can verify that by doing something like 1970 plus timestamp time delta, and then microseconds equals to this number. So we should get 2021-1 if we do this. Yeah, okay, that's what we get. Just to verify, I'm not lying. This is just the number of microseconds since the Unix epoch. So what if we have something like 1960? Then now the number of seconds since 1970 is negative. So to get that number here, we would have to paste that. And then, yeah, you'll see we get 1960. So this is what I mean by negative date, sorry. It's not actually a negative date, it's just a date that's before 1970. And so the integer that's backing it ends up being negative. So yeah, that's how it goes. So according to creationists, time started 2,000 years ago. According to physicists, it started with the Big Bang. And according to computer scientists, it started in 1970. Let's verify whether we actually get the same results across backends for this. Import Narwhals as in W. Then we're going to do from native fielded series. Let's have date time 1961-1. And then date time 2021-1. Let's try some weirder ones. Here's only equals true.dd timestamp to native. Okay, now let's try it with pandas. Have I even imported pandas? Half a second to import. It still annoys me, but I'm not going to work on improving it. So I'm just going to complain. Okay, this does match. Nice. Solid. Pretty good. Impressed. What about when things don't fit so neatly? Okay. Yeah, let's try making this a bit weird. So 1960, 1, 2. Then it's going to be 3, 4, 5. And then let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now, yeah, that's what we get if we do it with pandas. Looks the same. Okay, I think this calls for a hypothesis test. So datetime attributes test. I don't trust myself to come up with enough test cases, but I do trust hypothesis too. So let's make a quick little hypothesis test for this. So from hypothesis import given, and then we're going to do import hypothesis.strategies as st. And then we're going to do def, let's just call it test me for now. So inputs models time unit. And we're going to say given inputs equals date times. So the minimum is going to be date time, just say 1960, and the maximum hypothesis. Interesting. Yeah, I like hypothesis. It just helps you find things which otherwise you just wouldn't have thought of. Oh, min value, not min. I think Dea in the chat had done some of the early hypothesis tests in Narwhals back when it was still a little baby. Narwhals, I mean. Now it's, well, it's still less than a year old. Okay, we've got these inputs, and then the time unit is gonna be sampled from MS, US, and NS. Right, a little bit of a cough coming along. Maybe I shouldn't go out tonight then. I was a baby doing hypothesis for baby novels. You're too modest. Okay, so let's see. So we're gonna do result PL. So we're gonna import polars, import pandas. And I think the logic between pandas and PyArrow was the same. So let's just quickly check it with pandas. So with polars, we're just gonna take the input date time. Let's make a narwhalified function. Def func s, some series, and we're going to return s.dt.timestamp time unit. And then we'll say result PL is going to be func with the polars one, and then result PD is going to be this one with the pandas series. And then we're going to assert that result PL0 equals result PD. Zero. Is this right? Maybe. Only one way to find out. Yeah, let's give this a go. Let's run the playtest. Oh, it passes. No. No way. I mean, I'm not surprised that the PR is correct. I'm more surprised that I must have written the hypothesis test correctly. Let's insert PyArrow as well. I'm just paranoid about this kind of stuff. So chunked array. And yeah, let's check that one here as well. Oh, now it's going to fail. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because now we've got this int scalar. So we need to do as pi. I'm also suspicious every freaking time the code works on the first run. Yeah, exactly. It's not supposed to. Ooh, look at that. Have we found something? In the PyArrow one. Interesting. Really? It looks like a rounding issue. Which makes me wonder, does the same happen in the pandas one? If we use the dtype equals timestamp PyArrow. So let's, I don't know, put PDPA to comment this one out. Oh no, now this works. Oh no, PyArrow scalars, yes, but Edo made a really nice PR, which is like to Python scalar. Yeah, we need to merge that one as well. Okay, so what's the issue? Let's take a look at what it might be. Too many things open. Let's close things. And then let's go to arrow series. Def timestamp. Which one? Oh, is it a divide? It might have to be a floor divide. That's the first thing that comes to mind. So datetime attributes test. Let's uncomment this one. And let's also put a breakpoint. So this is failing when we've got the time unit is ms. And the date time is this one. Okay, let's just make a separate file with this. So in t.py, let's get rid of everything. And we're gonna do chunked array is equal to from datetime import datetime chunked array, and then we're gonna do narwhals from native series only .dt timestamp. Nice to see autocomplete working. And okay. To native. Let's just print this out. Yeah, this is indeed what we get. Let's take a look in here. So we must end up where the original unit is probably US, I think. Let's just check this. So print cat.type. Yeah, it's US. Okay, let's open that one to the side, actually. Left timestamp. So unit is US, and then time unit is MS. So here we're doing a divide by 1,000. I wonder, do we need to do, well, I think that was something like floor divide. Oh, floor div compat. And if we do that, we get exactly the same result. So maybe this isn't what I wanted to do. Oh, right, because I'm just going here. Wait, what am I even doing? So yeah, in that test, the timestamp was MS. Let's try that. Oh, this looks more like it. So if we go back and we replace the divide with this floor div compat, I can't remember why we needed this. I think it could have been because floor div works a bit differently in PyArrow, or because PyArrow doesn't have floor div, believe it or not. Yes, now it passes. Amazing. Whew, did it. Okay, we can leave this as a comment in the review. Let's go back to Firefox. Oh no, CI is still failing again on PyArrow. What's the issue? Oh, well, in the meantime, let's go there to the arrow 1. I think here we'll need floor div compat instead of divide, so it's consistent with how we do it for the other packets. So let's say, thanks, serious effort here. Looks really nice, and this is a really valuable feature. Yeah, let's paste in this. So I'd suggest adding in, I think we can actually hypothesize it even more. We can have like starting time unit sampled from those, and in the Narwhalify, we could say here like .cast date time, and then starting time unit. Let's see if this still passes. No, because I forgot a comma, because I'm still don't know Python. Let's see, PyTest. Okay, now it's going to error. I feel this coming. Knew there was something missing. What's it going to be? Oh, there's a casting from timestamp NS to timestamp MS would lose data. Okay, never mind. We're going to have to do this slightly differently. My Pomodoro timer is telling me to take a break, but I'm going to silence it for a second. We really need to sort this out. So here we're going to do dtype equals pl.datetime time unit. Then in the pandas one, we're going to do a dtype. What's this going to be? I think it's datetime 64 time unit. And then here we're also going to put an f string. PyArrow, yeah. Cool. And then for the chunked array, here we're going to say type equals pa.timestamp time unit. Yeah. Okay. Let's remove this cast. Yeah. Now what? Oh, there's still some issue. For which one? Oh, pandas and pandas are differing here. For MS? Wait, when they're both starting from MS? Really? Ooh, yeah, because I'm being silly. So this should be starting time unit. Starting time unit. And same here. So they all start with the same time unit, and then the timestamp is with this time unit. Now let's see now what error it throws. I mean, it's the same thing, but yeah, let's see. The pandas one, okay. Series pandas like def timestamp. I'm hoping there's just some division which might be missing somewhere. So if it's starting with MS and the target is MS, scast, yeah. Why would this not be correct and just stay as is? Little confused. What might be going on? So here Polus actually gives us this one with 999 at the end, whereas pandas doesn't. Curious. Okay, so it's the same date time as before. Let's see what happens here. So, but actually, let's actually take the break. Little break, then we'll solve this. Okay then, let's get back to it. I think I was not sharing my screen at some point, but then got it back. How are we doing? Cool. Thanks all. All right, so before starting, Magdalena did say that if I played Britney or Backstreet Boys, it would make her day. So let's try to do that. The only issue I have is that each time, like when I tried listening back, the mic was really like you couldn't hear it too well. So I wonder if we can suppress. Can we like get rid of noise suppression? Okay, let's see if we can turn off noise suppression. And if that then makes it sound a little better. Let's just try this. Okay, let's give this a go. Okay. All right, please let me know if that did address some of the sound issues. Let's see if we can though put it back for when I speak. Yeah. Right, so on the programming side. So first I just wanted to share something, just got a notification. So in Profit, the forecasting library. Oh, Magdalena, the sounds good to me. Cool, thanks. Yeah, I'd asked if they were interested in taking a look at Narwhals, and they seem to say, seems fairly safe to me, happy to support it. Nice. Now, I've not used Profit in quite a while. I don't work in forecasting anymore. But hey, if they're open to using Narwhals, then yeah, I think we should absolutely try to do this. Was this Polyphia at the beginning? Yes, you recognized it. It was my really bad attempt at playing Polyphia, which is probably some of the most difficult guitar music that's around at the moment, which is why I call it attempt, because it's friggin' difficult. Where were we? Right, yeah, so this dt.timestamp. So yeah, I'm curious, why is this failing? Like it's not doing anything. I'm just curious. Might this be a bug in one of the libraries? I don't know. So let's investigate. Time to investigate. So pl.series date time 1969 I think this was the failing test case, right? 1969 0001. Yeah. What was that song? Sorry. I can't think of it right now, but there was some summer of '69, something like that. Whatever, just typing this date time 1969 makes me think of it. So, to take things back a little bit more seriously, so if we make this date time ms, we get this, okay, looks fairly innocuous. Let's try doing this with pandas. Date time 64 ms. Ooh, what? Nah, you're kidding me. What if we put US? No, no way. What? So if we put US, then this is 1 microsecond, indeed. And for polars, if we put US, this is 1 microsecond. And if we put MS, what? This is 1 millisecond. Well, this doesn't look right, does it? Is this a bug in polars? This might be a bug in polars, to be fair. Which version of polars do I have here? 1.9. This is the most recent one. Whoa! Yeah, sometimes people say that hypothesis is overkill, but I don't think so. Perhaps you find this kind of nonsense. No way. Okay, let's take a quick look at polars. New window. No way. This is mad. Let's see if I can switch window to polars. Here we are. Okay, I wasn't expecting this to be a polars live development session, but maybe that's where we're going. So, yeah, let's go here, PyPolars, then pl.series, date time 1969 11 0001. dtype equals pl.datetime US ms. Let's also print out nanosecond. And then let's put some print statements here. Oops. Okay, so microsecond and nanosecond behave consistently. But here we just get this 1. So is this happening at the Python level or at the Rust level? This is wild. Let's see. S equals... let's just assign some of these to temporary variables. Date time is this times then dtype is that one. Let's delete those. And let's get rid of the print statement. Okay, so now if I put a breakpoint here, I'm hoping that this can take us to where this happens, and we can see whether it's happening in Rust or in Python. I'm hoping it happens in Python, because then it's going to be a bit easier. But no guarantees. Where does this go? Okay, we go here to sequence to PySeries, which... Oh wait, what's going on? which is presumably some Python file. Yay, debugging polars, yes. All right, here we are, sequence to PySeries. Where does this take us? Ooh, okay. Temporal date types. I feel like we're getting a bit closer. Value, get first none. Okay, this is the first value. Indeed, it's not none. Then the value pi temporal types. Where's this going to take us? Takes us here. So Python dtype equals dtype to pi type. And Python dtype is date time. Okay, sure. Now what? So dtype is still time unit ms, looks legit. Value, is this one okay? Ooh. Okay, looks like we're finally getting onto the Rust part, which is here. So here we've got name, empty, values is just this one, and then strict is true. And if we run this, oh dear, looks like we're gonna have to do some Rust. Okay, fine. So new from any values. Which makes me think, by any chance, did this used to work in an old version of polars? Let's try, I don't know, 1.6. Lots of crabs from Magdalena in the chat. So I'm just gonna let's go back to the old VS Code 1 sec. Really pushing my streaming here. Is it? Is this visible? So if we try this out on an old version of polars, not visible. Something's wrong. Anyway, even on an old version of polars. Oh wait, no, it's I think it might be visible now. I think there's a little delay, I think. Yeah, nice. Happened eventually. Okay, let's try going back even further. Wow, that's broken as well. I don't know, polars 1.1. Wow. No way, has this actually 1.0? Wow. Okay, this just really doesn't work on old versions or new versions of polars. Okay, then. We're doing this. Okay, so where were we? Okay, so now there might be a black screen, but based on what happened earlier, there might just be some lag when switching windows. I hope to not have to switch again after this one, and that it's gonna become visible in a few seconds. Let's give it a few seconds. Let's see if this works. What on earth is going on? So here, where are we? Any values? So while I try to read it, let's just get some stuff compiling. Make build, which while streaming might be a bit slow, seeing as streaming slows things down. Okay, nice. I think now it's come back. Okay, compiling. So where might the issue be? And is it going here to this fallback? Any values result? Let's take a look here. Any values result? You're now going to observe my advanced Rust debugging skills, which basically amount to putting debug statements everywhere. PyObject to any value. Got a feeling this one might be responsible. Get date time. Ooh, date time to int. Wonder if this has something to do with it. So here as well, we should debug v. Ooh, nice. Datetime to int is actually a Python function. This is wonderful. Ooh. This is dirty. Okay, well, the code is compiling, but I'd like to think that if we just put a breakpoint here, then it'll still stop in the breakpoint. Well, let's see. We can probably just standardize this function on its own in isolation. We don't need the Rust code. So let's put that here. Let's get rid of these type annotations, just to not have issues. Okay, we need to import time zone. Okay, there's a few extra imports we need. Utils constants. Yeah, let's just import all of these. And then, yeah, it looks like we're here. Ooh, no, never mind. Put a breakpoint here. Let's see what happens. So Python polars, t.py. No, it doesn't take us. Oh yeah, I wanted to do date time to int with date time summer of 69110001 and time unit ms. I assume this is where we end up going. So seconds is this negative thing, and microseconds. Microsecond is 1. Yeah, microsecond is 1. This is correct. And if we do microseconds floor diff 1000, we get 0, which is indeed correct. So, how on earth is this happening? Well, here we're calling this with US every time, and we're extracting int64. Okay, maybe we do need the Rust part then. But yeah, like streaming really slows down compilation times for some reason. So yeah, this might take some time. So I hope that I can get all the debug statements in that I need, or we could just do this later. Maybe we should just defer to do this later. I'll try to debug this at another time, and for now we can do Narwhals reviews. But it does bother me. How is this even possible? Well, let's try to follow where it goes. We've got this Pi series, and and then it's in the cast that something goes wrong. Oh, is the bug already in the casting part? Let's see. Might be. So import polars as PL. Because binary is missing. Has this not finished building yet? Come on, almost there. Built wheel. Setting packages editable. Installed polars 1.9. Okay. We did it. Import polars. Nice. Okay. No warnings this time. So now, if I do series date time 1969-0001. Okay, looks good. And then I cast to pl.datetime ms. We do indeed get the correct result. But if instead we put the D type here straight away, then we don't get the correct result. So it looks like V is correct in both cases. It's just this, yeah, this strange number here, microseconds, none, microseconds, none. Nothing too fishy here. Oh, dt.cast time unit. Oh, not as type. What if we do cast time unit instead of cast? Oh, wait, dt.cast time unit. Whoa! Okay, bug reproduced. This is the part that's wrong. It's this cast time unit. Okay, so cast time unit. We're getting closer, folks. I presume the definition here is in expr. And okay, it's on the Rust side. It's this function called dt cast time unit. So if we follow the definition, takes us here. No, this isn't where I was hoping to go. Temporal, here it is. Cast time unit. Yeah, set time unit, current unit, and then time unit. So I want the case where the current unit is microsecond, and we're going to millisecond, right? Do we have that? Microsecond, millisecond, here we are. Wrapping trunk div scalar. What? What is this function? Okay. I think it might be this thing where, like, if it's positive, you can use this, and otherwise we need to do something slightly different. Well, just in case something happens in the next 5 minutes, let's report the issue. And I don't know, I'm going to open this up to the chat. Should we try to fix this in the remaining minutes of the stream, or should we do something else? Like things specifically in Narwhals. Well, let's start with just reporting it, then we can decide what to do. So back to Firefox. So let's use the template. So bug incorrect incorrect series construction when using dtype equals datetime ns. And input is pre Unix epoch with non-zero microseconds. Right, nice and readable title. So reproduce by example. So that's just what we had before. I'll just copy and paste that over. Here we go in the chat. We can go ahead as far as I'm concerned. Cool. Yeah, it just depends if it's interesting to people to see. But also, okay. We'll finish leaving the review to that PR and we'll report this issue. Not sure if I can actually fix it. I also like Polus debugging. Cool. Okay. So this is a reproduce by example. So issue description. Issue description is, I'll just paste the output, is that this outputs so the input has 1 microsecond and the output has 1 millisecond. The issue is probably here. Let's also paste the part of the code where I think the issue is. So the issue is probably here with actually, if I say the issue is probably here, that sounds a bit too overconfident. So let's say I think the issue might be here. While I finish doing this little call to action, if you like and subscribe, then there's a higher chance that my company will let me keep doing these. So please do so. So yeah, in terms of expected output, I'd expect the 1 microsecond to get truncated here and get just this 1st of January 1969. Okay, let's paste Yell show versions. Everyone needs to go through this. Let's set a good example. We're still on 1.9. It's been on 1.9 for like 2 weeks. Start to get worried if there's not been a Polus release in 1 week. Okay, let's submit this. Let's also set some labels. So this has to do with time series and yeah, I need to add this to my Todoist so I don't forget. Okay, little break, very, very short break. Right back. Okay, let's get back to things. Yeah, I don't have that long left, and I am going to have to make a somewhat hard stop today, so I'm not going to try to fix this in polars today, but what we can do is we can finish the review of the Narwhals PR, and then I'll try to do this at some other time. So here's the bug. Actually, one last thing. In the description issue. Let's just add this as a section at the end. So noticed this in a hypothesis test in Narwhals. So yeah, if we put like unicorn and then C, underwater unicorn, yeah, that'll do. Yeah, get Narwhals in more places. Nice thumbs up from Alessandro. Nice one. So we can copy this, and let's go back to Narwhals. This really seemed like a fairly innocuous issue, just add dt.timestamp. Not sure if any of us were expecting it to lead us down such a strange rabbit hole, but that's how open source often goes. Where were we? So yeah, we were writing this little hypothesis test, and what we could do then is, for now, we could say assume starting. No, let's not complicate things. Just keep it simple. It's in the Zen of Narwhals. If anyone didn't see the Zen of Narwhals, if you do import narwhals.this, then you get this silly little thing, this very cute narwhal, and what somebody from scikit-learn has described as a poem. I really hesitate to call this a poem, but anyway, it's a little, it's a thing. Let's put it that way. So for now, let's avoid MS, and let's just leave a comment about that, saying we keep MS out for now due to an upstream bug. This is so awesome. Just that was a bit of fun. Now, does the test pass? Oh, now it passes. Nice. So for US and NS, it passes. Okay, so let's leave this one in the review that I'd started leaving. Where's... Okay, let's go back to Firefox, and then, yeah, let's see what else we can do in the remaining minutes. Let's go back to the PR. Adding in a hypothesis test, something like this. What did I call this? Test me. Yeah, we need a better name than this, but with a better name. And then this is just like, whatever, but with a better name. Let's put the sweat smile emoji. Cool. Yeah, let's submit this review. Cool, nice work. Okay, anything else we can get done? Let's see. Lol, in Pyodite, they've started this CI yet again. Oh my. Hope it actually passes this time. It'd be so cool. 5 minutes. I know it's not even gonna get close to being finished by the end of the stream. So here Carlo gave like 1,000,000 doc strings, so we'll get to that later. Okay, here we've got this one by Alessandro, who's in the stream, so maybe we should prioritize this one. Oh, there's also this D-types one that I think was either close or ready. Oh, I'd left a review already. Okay, yeah. Let's take a look here then. I'll try to address your comments. Yeah, we've got a few minutes. 18 files, oh gosh. Everything is, everything takes forever. Not forever, no, but like so many things look like they're going to be quick, but actually are not so quick. However, here, this looks fairly innocuous. Do we need nw.median? Does pandas have that, actually? el.median, yes, okay. Fair enough. What was the issue with pyodide? So, with pyodide, so I'm fairly new to this pyodide myself, but from what I understand, it gives you some way to run Python in the browser. So here, this is, yeah, Python. Can do advanced Python things like 2+2. You can import libraries. I think, can you import Altair? So I think that was the motivation for trying to add this. I'm not sure if I've crashed it or if it's a bit slow. Okay, it does actually import. And here you see they've got version 5.3.0. And they want to upgrade it to 5.4, but in 5.4 they introduced a dependency on Narwhals, and they don't have Narwhals here in pyodide. So what I'm trying to do is to add Narwhals to pyodide by putting it here in packages. So here in packages, we just need to make a folder. And in there, we put a bit of metadata for Narwhals. It was mostly auto-generated. Like you see, it's just name, version, source. And this is when you really appreciate that you've got a package that's lightweight with 0 dependencies. Because it's all super simple. Like if you've got non-Python files, this becomes a lot more complicated. And if you've got dependencies, you need to list all of that here. So fairly simple. I don't know what the issue is with CI, but they've said that our CI is pretty flaky these days. So, well, I don't know. I hope that this time it makes it. Let's see. Where were we? Right, median, yeah, looks good. In arrow X return scalar, I agree. Arrow namespace, sure. Series. Okay, yeah, so this is the discussion that he was having with Francesco. I assume this is fine, and that it's unlikely to make a real difference in any real application with any non-zero amount of data. Okay, return scalar equals true, median, yep, nice, yep, looks legit. Okay, so it's 18 files, but it's mostly fairly innocuous stuff. Okay, this is cool, but I'd imagine that this works for both if we do it this way, right? Like if we have something like this, or like this, yeah, this should work. So that's one comment I have. So does this one work across different Polars versions? If we can avoid branching, that will keep complexity down. Then, okay, got a nice function. So yeah, okay, nice. Looks good. Nice example. Yeah, looks good. Median. NW.median. Yeah, looks good. Okay, median test. Oh, right. So this was something else that I think came up in the discussion, that with Dask 2 partitions, something fails. Yeah. Yeah. I would. Ooh, whoops. Sorry. Let's close the Leo. Vim. Thanks. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know. Sorry, I had my terminal in front of the Firefox. Okay, so yeah, the only thing is here I would kind of expect to see some, maybe a different test where there's at least some missing values. Check that they get handled consistently. Ah, nice. We're adding it here. Nice. Lots of love for that. Cool. So it's just a minor comment. That's, whoops, no. I hope I haven't lost my review with this. No, okay. Ah, wow, GitHub is pretty good. Pretty good. Maybe. Yeah, I think this is good enough so long as we document that it might differ between backends. Dask fails when partition equals 2. This may need some investigation. Yeah, maybe we need to report this to Dask. Nice, yeah. Ooh, yeah. This comment from Francesco, I'm not sure about. Kind of feel like we probably should limit this to numeric. Yeah, let's leave a comment about that. Seems Paolo's raises as well, by the way. Okay, well, that is kind of what I would have expected. It would seem a bit strange to me that Paolo's would return. Let's take a look. Series foo bar median. Oh, okay. So if you've got a series and you do median, then this returns none. I find it a little odd, to be honest. I'd be more inclined to raise. And also, yeah, if we're making a tool for tool builders, so I think it's okay to be a bit stricter about certain things. Like, I'd imagine that maybe Polos returns none so that it doesn't make your program crash. I'm not really sure what the motivation is. Maybe it's so that if you're doing the median of lots of different columns and you don't know which are numeric, you can just call median on the whole data frame. That's useful for exploration, but I don't think it's useful when you're building a tool. So I think we'd be justified in raising. Okay, nice, looks really good. Nice, looks really good. Yeah, regarding I think it would be okay for us to raise on non-numeric input. Although, how are we going to do this with the lazy API, actually? Let's just try making a quick data frame. So 1, 2, 3, and then B is going to be FF, A, X, fax. Some of you might remember faxes, fax machines. So select pl.medium A and B. Ah, nice. Look at that. Okay, so Polos does in fact raise. Okay. Yeah, sorry about the terminal, although I did go back to the terminal. So, okay, let's remove it. Let's go back to the Firefox. Regarding does indeed raise here for Expra. I find it a bit odd that series.medium doesn't raise for polars, and think it would be okay for us to just always raise. I do remember fax machines. Okay, awesome stuff anyway. Cool. Nice work here. All right. What is that? Cool. Thanks everyone for joining. This was a lot of fun. At some point, we should update this image to have like a little duck here when we get DuckDB support, but I don't know when that's going to be, but we will get there. Anyway, yeah, thanks everyone. This was a lot of fun. Thanks everyone for your contributions and for being part of the community. As I said last time, Narwhals might not be the best piece of software ever, but in terms of community, I think, yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. All right, see you next week. If you attend the community call, all the best. Ciao.